It requires believers who don't just say La ilaha illallah, but who have it deeply engraved upon their hearts. Because if you say La ilaha illallah and it's deeply there in your heart, then everything you do has a different meaning, and usually what you do is different. Because if you say La ilaha illallah, you are saying He alone is Lord of history. He alone is in charge. Everything is in His hands, and they are good hands. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. Those who don't panic in the Quran, that's what they say. He is enough for us and an excellent guardian. If you have that tawheed deeply in your heart, you won't freak out, you won't panic, you won't fret. You'll be in the state of tuma'nina. And when you have that strength of character, when you're a proper Muslim, then you won't look at everybody else as a potential threat or as something you secretly envy. You won't be full of complexes. Instead, you'll sincerely see them as people who need help. And is that our attitude? At the moment, I think it's not. So what we need really is to take a decision. Is it going to be the hedgehog option? Islam as a political party, them and us, mutually exclusive worldviews and interests, or is it going to be a sense that everybody has a soul? White, black, Muslim, kafir, mentally handicapped, baby, old lady in the retirement home whom nobody visits. They all have souls. They will all be equally accountable to their Lord. And the responsibility of anybody who thinks that they mean it when they say La ilaha illallah is towards all of those people without exception. Those the Ummat al-Da'wah and the Ummat al-Ijabah. Humanity fall into those two categories. The people who are summoned and the people who have responded. Some of our own people haven't properly responded, or they've only partially responded. Some of the others have responded very well, even though the reality of La ilaha illallah hasn't fully been presented to them. Many of them may be better people than many of our own people. Once we can acknowledge that, then we can claim that La ilaha illallah has actually percolated somewhere into our hearts. But if we just sit around in the mosques, watching the headlines and saying, kuffar, kuffar, things will not get better. The world will not respect us anymore. And the current polarization is likely to become more and more acute until there is some unimaginable showdown. And if, because we are the ones who have precipitated that, all we are is a political party, a bunch of misfits, then the outcome may not necessarily go in our favor. But if we bring the weapon which is insuperable, which can never be defeated, which is truth, and all that goes with truth, which means submission to Allah's decree, knowledge that history is in good hands, real tafweed, real tawakkul, real rida, if we are people of relaxation and calm in the midst of the increasing craziness of the modern world, then people will come to us. We won't have to knock on their doors or lean over the fences. They will say, what have you got that we haven't got? Give us some of it. We need the medicine as well. Is there enough to go round? And we will say, Alhamdulillah, there's plenty, because Allah's rahmah encompasses everything in His creation. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the strength that goes with real tawheed and with the reality of La ilaha illallah, and to make us the kind of Muslim minority that good people in this country deserve, and not the kind of Muslim minority that the bad people in this country want us to be. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu